Hey, what's going on, guys? Rick with Rick's Toy Room, and I am back from yet another Lakeland, Central Florida Comic Con, and I wanted to just do a quick recap and video. So I was really excited about this year's Lakeland Comic Con because they were going to have a few people I have not yet got autographs or met yet. So one of those was Amy Jo Johnson, who everyone should know as the Pink Ranger from the original 90s Power Rangers TV show. Also, Emily Swallow is there, who was the armorer for the Mandalorian TV show. So she was really cool. They also had a bunch of guys that I've already met. Robbie Rist, who is Michelangelo. He was also in Kid Video. Dante Brasco, who was Rufio in Hook. Mick Foley from, WWE, WWF, depending on how old you are. A few other wrestlers, and then a handful of different voice actors for different animes that, you guys know me, I'm not an anime fan. I don't really, I don't follow it. I don't care about it. So, no harm, no foul. The one guy I did almost get an autograph from was the guy that played the Red Skull in Avengers, and he was also the voice of Professor X in X-Men 97. I just decided I didn't want to stand in line for him. I was already there for a few hours longer than I anticipated. I didn't even get there till 10 o'clock. I was going to leave here at 8, be there by 9, hang out in line. But I was like, I don't think it's going to be that huge of a show. So, knock on wood. I mean, like I said, I got there just a little bit after 10. By the time I got my badge, got in, and found where Amy Jo Johnson's line was. I went right to that line. I was only there for maybe half an hour tops to get through the line. And then I walked the show floor, and as I went over to JSA, I saw Emily Swallow, and her line was super short. So I was like, I'm going to go get her autograph too. So I've already got them all framed. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put them on the wall. But here is the Emily Swallow. That is the photo that I chose. And of course, she says, "This is the way." And then Amy Jo Johnson. It's morphin' time. I talked to her a little bit about her role in what was that show? I just finished watching it. Covert Affairs. And she said it was like one of the last few TV shows she did as an actor. Then she went on and did a couple other cop shows and decided, I'm done. I don't want to act anymore. I want to direct. So, of course, she has AmyJoJohnson.com, where she's directing some stuff right now. Talked to both Amy and Emily and Ash. What's the weirdest thing that anyone's asked you to autograph? And they said body parts. Emily actually told me that one of her customers or one of her fans was trying to break the world record for autograph tattoos on their body. And I guess the guy had like 80 on between his two legs already and was working his way up. I don't know, man. Like, part of me says it would be a really cool tattoo. Like, if it is somebody that you just absolutely adored, I think it would be a cool tattoo. I know that a lot of actors are like, why are you tattooing my signature? And almost every one of the actors that feel that way don't have tattoos. So Judith Hoig said the same thing, right? She's like, hey, I autographed this chick's arm because she was going to go get it tattooed. And then she goes, if I'd known that, I'd have done a better version of the autograph. But like all of them, none of them have tattoos, and all of them say it's the same thing. Though a friend of mine, Sam, was going to try to get Johnny Depp? No. The Matrix, Neo. Dude, I suck with names, especially when I'm like trying to remember them. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, she met him in his band one time, and she was going to have his name tattooed on her wrist and then go get it, or signed on her wrist and then go get it tattooed. And he's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. He's like, I don't want you to do that, whatever. A couple of the other things that were really cool at the show, a lot of 3D printers, a lot of laser etched individual items. But I picked up this Turtles artwork, and this is from, his name is Tim Von, I'm going to butcher his last name. It's Tim Von, I got it up on my Instagram. Anyhow, This guy's really, really cool. I got one of his original, or I got a piece originally from him that was an angry Donald Duck. And ever since then, I ran into him at like a ton of different cons. And every time I see him, he has something new that I want. I'm going to take this turtle piece and I'm going to put it up by my turtle autographs. I love his work because he draws it in a way that it has like this neon effect, which you guys know me. I do all my neon 3D printed signs. I love neon, so I love his work. So I'm going to have that put up today. Man, I tell you, the show it's getting better. Oh, yeah, and he actually did the artwork for the badges, so I had him autograph the badge for me, and that's going to go inside the Amy Jo Johnson autograph when I put it up on the wall, so it's going to look really cool there. Man, I mean, this con, it's not big, so RP Funding Center is not a huge arena. So what they normally do is they take 2 or 3 of the floor areas, and they normally have like all the guests in there. So the first time I went was when I met Judith Hoig and Raphael, John Pius. Yeah, I think that was his name. And they had them in like the main hockey arena floor, and then they had the other 2 exhibits open. This year they didn't have a lot of exhibitors or guests, so they only did the 2 exhibit floors and then did the tickets in the like hockey arena floor. So that was kind of weird because you had to walk past the exhibits in to get your tickets, come back out, go back to the exhibits, and then leave the show floor. So the layout was a little weird. Not a lot of vendors again. Like they don't and haven't built themselves up to pull in a ton of vendors. The vendors they had a couple like Funko exclusive vendors, but those guys were doing like all anime. Of course, like I said, they had probably 10 anime guests, 4 or 5 TV and movie guests. So that was really cool. Like I said, a lot of like 3D printed stuff. I saw some really good 3D printer guys, and then I saw some guys that literally just went over to Maker World, downloaded all the nerd stuff, and then 3D printed it, threw up on their tables. Couple of the cool pieces I saw, there was a key ring hook, an old fashioned, like you put it next to the door and you hang all your keys on it when you come home, whatever. One guy had that with a Zelda theme, and it said, "Take this out, it's dangerous out there," and then it had the little master swords or the little beginner swords as your key hooks, and they separated so you could take them off, put your key rings on there. That was kind of cool. A lot of different like Deadpool helmets, a lot of different printed dice towers. I saw one 3D print that I'm gonna try to find. It was this pirate skull with like this octopus crawling out of it. It looked really sweet. I want to throw that on my bamboo and do it at max build plate size and put it up on my barrel that's out there. Couple other ones like this dragon that was done in a color changing filament. So when it sat on this rotating table, the dragon held a wine bottle, and as it rotated, it changes colors. That was kind of cool. A lot of really jankety prints that were just, like I said, they were pulled straight off Maker World, thrown on the tables. Yeah, a lot of guys that did laser etched wood items. One guy had some really cool signs, but I just couldn't justify the $55 because some of them were really cool and had really cool themes, and then others were just like, you could tell that they just like pulled an image offline, messed with it, laser cut it, and went forward. Some of them were done really well, some not so much. So yeah, I mean, other than that though, I mean, the con was really cool. I'm going to keep going to this just because every year they definitely pull in people I haven't got autographs from or people that I like to meet. I mean, if there had been nobody else there that I needed an autograph from, I'd have probably went and got another Robbie Riss auto, but on a Kid Video slide. And then I think Dante would have been cool to get another one of his autographs. Yeah, but check it out. It's still going until tomorrow. Central Florida Comic Con, Lakeland, Florida, at the RP Funding Center Arena. Was it 701 Lime Street, something like that. It was $40 to get in today. I think tomorrow is going to be like 25 or 30. I don't know when all the celebrities are leaving. Parking was only $12. So all said and done, because I bought the Black Friday deal, it got me the exclusive lanyard. I think I got my ticket for $25 or $30 for Black Friday, and then with parking was $12. So I mean, all in all, let's say $50 to get into the show for a day. And again, to meet Amy Jo Johnson, to meet Emily Swallow, totally worth it. I bought the artwork from TVArtwork.com. TVArtwork.com. Again, check out his stuff. He's got some really cool stuff. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. But yeah, that was the con. So they're a middle ground, like small town con. That's best I could tell you. Tons of people were dressed up, really cool costumes. I'm hoping to see some more A-list guests. Hopefully more people will go and build up enough money so they can pull in some more people that I want to get autographs from. We'll see. So check it out. Then after that, I hit up a few stores on the way home and hit a ton of Hot Wheels. The last 2 days, so yesterday I had to be in Brooksville to get my shoulder looked at again. I hit Target and Walmart up there. I pulled a Zamac and a B-case treasure hunt with a couple of the Jeep Wagoneers, and then turned around and hit a D-case today at Publix on the way back from Lakeland. So I pulled a D-case treasure hunt. I pulled the kit car with flames on it. I pulled 2 of the Cyber Quads, a couple more of the Mustang Shelbys. You can see all this stuff on Instagram and Facebook, so check that out. You'll see all the Hot Wheel hauls I had. And then tomorrow, once I'm done with the movie and maybe dinner, I will do a follow-up video to basically everything that happened this weekend, all the cool birthday stuff. And I'll give you a recap on everything. So with that, guys, that is my recap of the Lakeland Comic-Con for 2025. Really cool to meet Amy Jo Johnson. She is way shorter than she looks on TV. I will tell you that. She's probably only 5'5", 5'6". Like, she's short. But yeah, she was really cool to meet. And then Emily Swallow was super, like, thin. I mean, the costume she wore must have weighed a shit ton because it, like, you see her on Mandalorian and you think she's this big, bulky, and she's not. She's just a little thing. So, yeah. TV, man. Movies and TV, they can do all kinds of things. But, all right, guys, as always, like, subscribe, follow. I will keep you posted on some more stuff, and we will talk to you later. Deuces.